Hi everyone, I am Dr. Sunil Kumar Kota, practicing as consultant endocrinologist at Diabetes and Endocare Clinic, Barampur in Southern Odisha. Today I am going to tell you a few points about how do we simplify the regimen safely and effectively with empagliflozin and linagliptin. If you look at the latest American Diabetes Association 2020 guidelines, the goals of treatment are basically to control the glycemia and at the same time take care of the CV risk factor, and it should also be a patient-centered approach to care. And the choice of pharmacologic agents, they take into account a number of other things as well, like the presence of comorbidities, in addition to the risk of hypoglycemia, impact on weight, cost, potential for side effects, and patient preferences. These various factors, while choosing second-line therapy, increase the complexity in stepwise escalation strategy as advocated in the treatment algorithm of various recommendations. And adherence to the prescribed regimen is an important predictor of clinical outcomes, and patient adherence is known to decline as the number of medications increases. One study has found that patients were 4 times less likely to adhere to medications with increase in the number of prescribed medications and are 9 times less likely to adhere to treatment if more than once daily dosing of medication is prescribed. So there lies the importance of fixed dose combination. It can actually reduce the pill burden, leading to a simplified treatment regimen, reduce medication costs to the patient, and improve adherence to the therapy. This can actually translate into clinical benefits resulting from improved compliance with fixed dose combination, leading to improved glycemic control. And we all have been listening to our seniors and teachers who have been telling us that gone are the days when we were practicing stepwise approach. Now is the day of early aggressive intensive approach, where you need to combine drugs which will be targeting different pathophysiologies. And keeping that in view, the SGLT2 inhibitors and DPP4 inhibitors are if attractive choices for patients needing glucose lowering with multiple agents in line with recommended treatment options for treatment intensification for type 2 diabetes. So I'm going to tell you briefly some points in favor of this particular combination. This has the promise of cardiovascular benefit with positive efficacy data on empagliflozin and consistent cardiovascular safety data for the DPP4 inhibitor class. The DPP4 inhibitors have a neutral effect on atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease when added to the standard care. And if you look at the Carmelina trial, it confirmed the safety of linagliptin when used in a high CV and renal risk population with type 2 diabetes and showed no increase in risk of CV events or hospitalization for heart failure. Linagliptin is a suitable choice to improve glycemic control for patients with declining renal function because it does not require dose adjustment in patients with renal impairment, since it has a primarily non-renal route of excretion. And at the same time, it has got excellent safety profile in its favor. There is a low risk of hypoglycemia and is very well tolerated even among vulnerable patient populations, including those who are elderly. The unique combination lends itself readily to early treatment intensification because of good tolerability, low risk of hypoglycemia, possible weight loss, and minimal treatment burden. If you look at another phase 3 randomized trial, which has investigated efficacy and safety of empagliflozin and linagliptin, better tolerability was observed in subjects who are EMPA or LINA, that is 25 and 5 milligram combination, than those on alone empagliflozin 25 milligram in terms of serious adverse events. It was 4.4 versus 7.1%. Hypoglycemia was lesser, 3.6 versus 3.5%. That means it was non-significantly different. Genital infection was getting reduced significantly. It was 2.2 versus 8.5%, and UTI 10.2 versus 13.5%, and volume depletion, it was 0.7 versus 1.4%. So this basically implies that EMPA-LINA add-on to metformin constitute equal or even better tolerability than monotherapy with additive glycemic efficacy in uncontrolled patients. Finally, the combination of SGLT2 inhibitor and DPP4 inhibitor is highly versatile and can be co-administered with other hypoglycemic agents from different classes as well as with insulin. Therefore, it stands out as a very good combination which can be prescribed safely to get an effective glycemic reduction and CV risk reduction. Thank you all.